Kia ora guys, I thought I'd start filming right after I've had a cry because that's an accurate representation of how my second trimester has started. Why am I a blubbering, crying mess? Who knows? Hormones? Okay. So I woke up this morning so emotional and I cried over a Facebook video, and up until now I've just found more and more things to cry about. Okay, I have my little book here. So anyways, sorry about that mess of an introduction. Today's video is going to be talking about my first trimester and how it went for me. And all the symptoms involved and too much information for you guys. But here we are. Alright, so the very first symptom that I ever noticed was my boobs changing. So my boobs have been growing. And that was actually the first symptom I noticed. I was like, kind of like feeling and like looking at my boobs, and I was like, I swear that they're more full. Like they just feel like they're fuller. They just feel more boobish. I have a very flat chest. So that was actually one of the first things I noticed, and one of the contributing factors as to why I went and bought a pregnancy test in the first place. Since then, they've just been growing and flourishing, and they look fantastic. You guys can't see it because I'm in a comfy jumper, but yeah, they've just been growing. My veins are very, oh my god, can you see that? I'm so sorry, that's disgusting. I don't know how long that was there for, but I'm not cutting it out because I'm just okay with just being human today. So yeah, my veins on my boobs are a thing now. I've never ever experienced veins on my boobs. I don't know if that's a normal thing to experience when you're not pregnant. I don't have big boobs, but as my boobs have grown bigger, you can see my veins more prominently, especially after a shower. My boobs and nipples as a whole looks different, so it might just be the size of my boobs changing. I'm not really sure. I can't really tell if the colour's darkened or anything. I already have quite dark nipples. Okay, so I've had boob tenderness. They're pretty sore. Like, when I lie on my side, this one kind of hurts sometimes. Oh, I did notice one change. I leaked a little bit of colostrum, I'm pretty sure. My nipple was like wet and it dripped. Which might be gross. I'm so sorry if you're watching this and you don't like hearing this kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's leaking colostrum because I'm beginning to produce it now, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, that's my boobs. So the next symptom that I'm going to be talking about is the most severe that I experienced. It was the main symptom of my first trimester, and that is morning sickness. Now, if you've ever been pregnant before, you will know that morning sickness is not morning sickness. It is all day, all night, nausea and vomiting. If it's severe. Now, mine wasn't severe enough to be a disorder or cause any real harm, but it was quite ridiculous. Like, I was definitely vomiting 3+ times a day, and one day I vomited over 15 times and just couldn't keep any fluid or food down. And that was for a month and a half that I vomited that much and had nausea all day. I probably had 2 days off during that time, but I still had nausea during those 2 days, which really, really sucked. This was definitely the worst symptom ever. Just feeling so drained and ill and like trying to get stuff done, but you just feel so nauseous and you're just vomiting all the time. It's pretty disgusting. And also, because I hadn't told everyone at that point, I couldn't really hang out with people who didn't know I was pregnant because I would just vomit, and you can only vomit for so long before someone's gonna hospitalize you, because a month and a half of vomiting is not normal if you are not pregnant. When the vomiting first started, it was very small amounts. It was kind of like dry retching. And then it turned into more and more vomiting. I would vomit probably first thing every single morning, and then just throughout the day and then probably before bedtime. Sometimes I'd wake up during the night to vomit. Yeah, it was disgusting and it was just a lot and it was pretty miserable. But during this time, I genuinely just kept on thinking, there's a reason for this. This is going to be worth it. Like, there's a baby in you. This is why this is happening. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Some people say it's a sign of a healthy pregnancy because the nausea is caused from so much pregnancy hormones. So that's what I kept telling myself. Of course, with all this vomiting and not being able to eat much food, I experienced a lot of weight loss. I usually sit around the 65 and I'm a little bit on the chubby side. Usually. That's just me. And when I'm in my skinnier days, I'm probably like 62, 63. But during this whole pregnancy, I've been 58 kgs. I did lose a lot of weight. My arms and my legs are the skinniest they've ever been. I made a post on Instagram about thigh gaps and how my body will never have one. And I got a thigh gap during this vomiting session. My acne got so much worse. I think she's starting to clear up now, not really, but I have acne prone skin. I'm well aware of that, but my skin was actually clearing up probably March, April, and May just hit me like a ton of bricks. You can kind of see I'm getting acne on my earlobes. I get it so bad on my earlobes, my cheeks and my chin and my mouth. All this area has been breaking out, and now my nose has been breaking out. So, oh, and my forehead, but I don't really mind that much, but it is definitely worsened during my first trimester. So we'll see how the second trimester, see if the glow comes, hopefully. The next one is hair and nails. So my hair has grown a lot and it's a lot healthier and stronger than it has ever been before, I think. And it's just grown like a lot. But with healthy head hair comes a lot of armpit hair. I usually don't have that much armpit hair. Like, probably up until I was 17, I could pluck my armpit hair. There just wasn't much armpit hair. And then obviously I started getting more as I grew up. But now that I'm pregnant, I will shave my armpit and then like 2 days later, the hair's grown back enough to be very visibly armpit hair, which is crazy for me. I'm not used to that. But yeah, my hair growth has been significant. And then my nails are very healthy. They're just like healthy and strong, which I, again, am not used to. I usually have very like weak nails, so that's a plus with this pregnancy too. Going back to the hair, I've grown a bit of hair on my belly, which some people say is a sign of a boy. But yeah, I've actually got like a bit of a hairy belly at the moment. It's not incredibly hairy that a camera could pick it up probably, but it is hairy, which is interesting. And again, I don't really mind these body changes. I'm pretty open to it. We'll see when I get bigger and bigger, but for now, I'm very welcoming on these body changes. I'm like, come at me. Next symptom that I'm going to be talking about is a dry mouth. I have it right now. I have it every single day. And it is a gross symptom for me. I drink a lot of water. I stay very well hydrated. I find it very easy to drink my water, but even so, drinking this much water, I still feel so thirsty and my mouth gets so dry. It's so ridiculous. Like the skin on my lip, the actual mouth, you know, when you go and it's all like kind of gross in there because it's dried out. That's every single day, dude. It sucks, but it's not that bad, obviously. Cramping and like tummy pains. So apparently it's normal to have certain like, we'll say sensations because they're not that painful, obviously. They're not pains. They're just like weird little things going on in your stomach muscles and your uterus and stuff. Experiencing that has been worrisome and it gives me some anxiety towards my pregnancy because I'm not really used to experiencing cramping other than when I was on the Norman pill, which was only very recently, but my natural period doesn't have much pain or any cramping. It just has like the cramping where it's like you really need to take a dump. Hopefully you guys relate to that. But yeah, so when I do get little sensations in my stomach, I get a little bit worried. But so far so good, guys. This is a bit of a TMI one, but it's very natural and normal. Vaginal discharge. So I've experienced, well, apparently it's normal. Is there something in my hair? Yes, it's fluff. So leukorrhea, don't know if that's how you say it, but that's a milky thin discharge that females produce, and when you're pregnant you produce a heck load of it. It's pretty messy in my opinion. I don't enjoy this. You know when you sneeze on your period and you can feel it come out of you? That happens sometimes with the leukorrhea, the discharge. And you have to wear liners. Well, I have to wear liners, or change my underwear a lot. Recently, it's not been as much as it was in the first trimester. The first trimester was so much. There was so much discharge, dude. Fatigue, that's the last one. I kind of didn't do these in order, but fatigue. Obviously, when I was vomiting, I had no energy because I was vomiting all my nutrients up. But I definitely experienced a lot of fatigue. And that was a frustrating one because when you have so much stuff that you want to get done and you have so much plans you need to make in your brain and you need to think, it's really frustrating to be exhausted. Like, I'm talking exhausted. I slept so much during my first trimester. Even though I was so sick, I would sleep through the whole night most nights, and then I would take like a 3 to 4 hour nap during the day, and I'd still feel very tired. My energy's come back quite a bit since probably week 11, but I still get quite tired. I'm hoping that my energy, my glow will all come in the second trimester and it'll be a wonderful experience for me, but we shall see. So I'm pretty sure that's basically all of the symptoms that I experienced during my first trimester. As you can see, I was very emotional at the beginning of this video and I'm so sorry for that, but that's genuinely what I've been experiencing in the last week, is crying. I think I've cried, like, there was one breakdown and then cries over videos, like either cute dogs or like birth vlogs or anything to do with like a baby. I've been crying over. I cried this morning over a baby, and then I cried just before this video because I'm a little overwhelmed with everything going on, and just trying to do the right thing, I guess. That can, sorry, I'm gonna get emotional again. That's something that's been stressing me out a little bit, is like trying to do the right thing and trying to prepare to be a good mom and trying to get everything sorted and be a good person at the same time, and just like, yeah, obviously there's a lot of stresses involved. I just like scratched the heck out of my chin. Obviously there's a lot of stresses involved in an unplanned pregnancy. I'm feeling a lot of love for my baby and I just want the best, and I'm trying to do that. I think that's all that I really wanted to share in this video. I'll quickly show you guys my bump. That's the start of my baby bump, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, bye.